Hello, fellow YouTubers. Welcome. This last Big Brother game was unbelievable. They had on the game they had Tyler back to host the game for the Mastermind White Locust game. I guess like the White Lotus uh, streaming show. And then this show for some reason just seemed like it went fast for me because um, it didn't go through the regular process. I thought it was like going to be like in a picking a head of household because they were talking about someone leaving at the very beginning at the start of the show, but um, this amounts to um, a double eviction this week. So I was a little confused. It's not hard to confuse me, but I was just a little confused that they had a situation that they were creating, and it came from um, what's that? The creature, the mastermind with the red mask face, had arranged it this way. It was going to be changes for the whole month of September. Well, this was a change. So they brought out the White Locust game. They gave them food and things to eat. And this brings it down to the 9 jury people also. So they ate a little food, looked at the area, and were told about the game and said, whoever loses this game is going home. And I thought, really? I mean, they usually don't do it that way. They usually just do a double eviction. Well, this wasn't a double eviction. It was just an eviction for the night without a head of household. Wednesday, they should be doing a head of household and selecting 3 eviction people. But there's only so many in there now. But anyway, getting on to the game. It started off with Tyler hosting the game, and Ava actually won safety for a night. Well, I don't quite know what that means because they never did get to the night part. They just went on to the eviction game. So we'll have to see about that on the Wednesday episode. And so Ava won that part for a night of safety. And when Ava won, Keno and Rachel tried to influence Ava, and she gets to pick. She gets to pick who goes up for the game. And Keanu, um, and Rachel tried their best to get to Ava to pick them. Why she didn't pick Rachel at the beginning, I don't know. I was pretty much sure she didn't want to pick Keanu, but her surprise pick. Oh, and Will didn't want to do the game because he says he's not good at puzzles. And Ashley didn't want to do the game. She didn't raise her hand either. And Kelly was not wanting to do the game because they understood more than I did that they were basically talking about this game will just simply knock you out of the game without a jury, you can't negotiate nothing. You just lost. So it was like being the old days of Las Vegas. You spin the wheel and then, hope for the best. So what happened was Ava didn't like Rachel approaching her and putting her hands on her. Rachel she didn't say anything about Keanu, but he was not the one she was wanting to pick. It seemed like that was the one. I'm just assuming. So But anyway, she was thinking about putting, I think she did put Lauren up. Let's see. Oh, well, no, Vince goes, she puts Vince up to settle the battle between Rachel and Keanu. So Vince goes up, and Vince is in the alliance with Rachel and her group, but he has this fixation with Lauren. I don't know why, because he's also got Morgan with a fixation on him. So he goes in and he wins. He gets to stay in the game. His next pick was Lauren, and Morgan was lobbying to be picked next. You know, the woman that's been hugging on him like he was her brand new best boyfriend. He picked the other woman. That's what I say. Yeah, he picked the other woman. Because he feels like his alliance with Lauren is stronger than his alliance with Morgan. Or maybe he think he got Morgan in the back pocket since she's always running up, hugging on him all the time, giving him them 5-minute hugs. I don't know what's wrong with Lauren. Well, Vince goes ahead and picks Lauren. Lauren wins and has to pick someone else. And once again, she gets sidelined by the group that Rachel is in to pick Rachel because Rachel wanted to go first. And so Vince didn't pick Rachel. He picked Lauren, and Lauren has now picked, she listened to everybody. Everybody was there. She picked Rachel, even though she really wasn't wanting to pick Rachel. And then they had the contest for Rachel. Rachel lost. And I don't think that was the right game for Rachel because she was kind of uncoordinated with it. And she was just unable to move that wheel without just being somewhat flimsy with it. She couldn't quite get it under control. And she kept ending up back at the bottom where the puzzle's supposed to move out of. She never could get it to go in the right direction. So Rachel lost, and everybody was shocked. And I was shocked too, because I liked Rachel. I wanted her to keep going to the very end, possibly win, but it just wasn't in the cards, especially with this game that they have on here that, well, it was a fairly rough game. I don't even know if I could coordinate that easy. I think I could, but thinking and doing is a whole nother thing, and that's what Rachel ran into. So Rachel lost. So once she lost, you could just feel the heartbreak. Tyler hugged her, and then she came back in the house. Everybody hugged her and everything, and she had to pack up and leave. And now they've got to get ready for another game and eviction tomorrow. So this was a head turner right here, because I kept waiting for the Sunday episode, and I thought, well, they're slow on that, and then find out I don't think they had one on Sunday. So they put this out last night on a Tuesday. So this was a surprising game. It really was. So, and it's going to be even more surprising tonight because allies and things have just been scrambled up with Rachel going, because Rachel was an intimidator, and there's not many intimidators left in there except for Keanu. And I say Kelly's got a few grudges. She can be an intimidator. Um, it'd be interesting to see how Morgan treats Vince, because Vince sided up with Lauren, and that was kind of unexpected. And let's see. Well, Lauren, you never know really what's going on in Lauren's mind. She's just quiet, and and when she does stuff, you don't know if she's going to be on one side or the other. And if she does things, is it by, she always seems like she's doing things by accident, like maybe, yes, that kind of thing. And so, I don't know. It's going to be good to see how this turns out tonight. But that's what happened on the last episode. Just my check in with you on Big Brother, and I look forward to the game tonight. I know you will too. And of course, I will be back, because that's our game. All right, everybody. Thank you for dropping in. You have a good day today.